This week, President Biden announced a new focus on pollution in our drinking water from those forever chemicals known as PFAS. Meteorologist Christine Gregory went to the Monroe County Water Authority to see how they're monitoring these chemicals locally.
The EPA recently set a new standard regarding the maximum contaminant levels, or MCLs, allowed to be found in our drinking water when it comes to the harmful chemicals known as PFAs. Chris Lamanna from the Monroe County Water Authority tells me they've been on top of this for a while to make sure our water supply locally meets all the current New York State and federal regulations.
And what the EPA just did recently is they're proposing MCLs for those two compounds at a lower concentration of 4 parts per trillion. We've already been sampling for those two compounds and have had to meet those MCLs since August of 2020.
The two most common compounds being tested are known as PFOA and PFOS, and they're required to sample for these on a quarterly basis using an effective filtering technique known as granular activated carbon.
We also do additional sampling for our raw water and also for inside of our treatment plant process here for these compounds to make sure that we're getting some more information to understand how our treatment process is removing these compounds from the water.
With one study done by the Environmental Working Group saying that eating one freshwater fish is equal to drinking 1 month's worth of contaminated water, while Chris is not a health expert, he says that this doesn't surprise him, as PFOs are called forever chemicals for a reason.
They persist in the environment. They don't break down readily. Obviously, if they're in the water, they're going to continue to persist, build up in a fish, like, for example, in their tissue.
This new perspective now putting the magnifying glass on an overlooked but essential human health concern to better understand how to reduce contamination. Reporting in Greece, Christine Gregory, News 8.
The Monroe County Water Authority says you can call them or the health department with any questions about PFAS or PFAS. You can also find the most recent test results of the water on their website.